Outside the quaint Austrian town of Oberndorf on a cold wintry December evening, Joseph Mohr, a young priest from the neighbouring village, trudges through a thick layer of snow. His destination, now nearing into view, is the house of Franz Gruber, a local music teacher and close acquaintance. Sometime later, Joseph arrives at the house of Gruber and the two exchange the usual greetings and ask of one another's health. Whilst in each other's company, the young priest reveals a sheet of paper upon which the ink barely lays dry. Mr. Gruber invites his friend inside and the two, armed with a guitar, begin plucking the first chords of what would become a melodic Christmas marvel of our time. A few hours later, under the spires of the Nikolauskirche, Oberndorf's parish church, in front of a small shivering audience, Gruber and Mohr would deliver the first ever performance of Stille Nacht, or as it's known in English, Silent Night. The newly crafted Christmas carol was well received, and from the countryside of this humble Austrian village would later become the most beloved Christmas carol of all time. In the early years of its inception, Silent Night remained mostly local and unknown to the wider world, only being played around the region of its origin, but would later begin to receive the recognition it deserved in the following years. According to a document written by Gruber in 1854, two travelling families of folk singers named as the Strausses and Rainers included the carol in their shows across Europe and later North America. It's believed the tune was first performed on Wall Street in the winter of 1839, and once the song gained a foothold in various regions of the Christian world, its popularity saw a tremendous increase. Silent Night today is recognised as one of, if not the most famous Christmas carol. Its sweet, simple melodies still resonate with many carolers and singers across the world today. The song is designated by UNESCO as a treasured item of intangible cultural heritage and has since been arranged in a variety of different music styles in more than 300 different languages. During the horrors of World War I in December of 1914, the carol is famous for its role in beginning the Christmas truces between the warring nations, representing the small glimmer of hope for the soldiers bogged down in the disease-ridden trenches. Mohr's intention, beyond the fact that he needed a song to be performed at midnight mass of that Christmas in 1818, was to have a carol that represented peace and goodwill across the world from a nation that was still recovering from the Napoleonic Wars. When Mohr and Gruber sang together on that bitter evening, little did they know that people in centuries from their own time would still be performing renditions of their melodic masterpiece. It's important to mention too that Joseph Mohr himself was as good of a soul as the song that he created represents. Mohr was known to have been a generous man, having donated most of his salary to charities, and would later set up a fund that allowed poor children to go to school and set up a system that cared for the elderly. As we approach Christmas once again at the time of the making of this video, churches, town halls and households across the Christian world will once again be filled with the calm melodies of Silent Night in whichever form it may take. For myself and on the channel, I'd like to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you to all viewers and subscribers, and I'll see you next time.